Did Anna Kendrick just diss Blake Lively on the red carpet of their new movie? Anna Kendrick been asked what it was like to work with Blake Lively again.
No one expected a prominent film director to single out a YouTuber over celebrity drama. Yet here we are with Paul Feig, telling Melanie King she's completely wrong. At the center of it all, a showdown involving Blake Lively, Anna Kendrick, and rumors of tension so intense it spilled into social media. What started as a minor controversy, Melanie King's commentary on Blake's supposed anxiety, has exploded into a full-blown battle of words. From community notes calling out costume changes to whispers that Blake and Anna can't stand each other. It's a tangle of clashing personalities. Here's what we do know. Paul Feig stepped in unprovoked to shut down Melanie King's claims. Blake Lively made big statements about feeling unsafe, only to appear in public events seemingly carefree. Anna Kendrick, for her part, faces her own allegations of being bossy behind the scenes. And fans? They're caught in the middle, watching influencers and celebrities trade cryptic barbs online. In this video, we're diving deep. We're pulling back the curtain on rumored Hollywood feuds, behind-the-scenes meltdown stories, and subtle PR tactics that might be fueling the chaos. By the time we reach the final moments, you'll be left questioning whether we're seeing real disagreements or carefully crafted illusions to shape the narrative. Let's head right into the next section, where the spotlight lands on Paul Feig's bold contradiction and how it ignited an even bigger conversation.
Oh, it's the best. I'm so happy.
Okay, as you see here, she says it was the best. She's so happy. Lies.
Melanie King never claimed to be a Hollywood insider. She simply presented her observations and heard whispers about Blake Lively's supposed fear of public events. Then, out of nowhere, director Paul Feig publicly called her out, telling the world that her intel was flat out wrong. This move stunned everyone. Why would someone with such an influential platform risk drawing more attention to a rumor by debunking it so directly? Some speculate that Paul Feig might be protecting his own interests. After all, he's closely connected to both Blake and Anna, and he has a stake in keeping their reputations clean. Others wonder if he simply got tired of seeing what he viewed as misinformation spread. But the question remains, why engage in a social media argument with a YouTuber, unless there's more to the story? Meanwhile, Melanie King stands by her commentary, even as online trolls swarm her accounts. A few fans have suggested that a coordinated campaign might be flooding social media to discredit her. Though no one knows for sure, the timing is indeed curious, especially given that Blake Lively insists she's deeply distressed while simultaneously appearing at major events without so much as batting an eyelash. Before we uncover the next big players in this tangled web, help us reach more curious minds. Hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives.
I still can't figure out why Paul Feig is lying to the one and only Melanie King, so
Although the Paul F versus Melanie King dispute made waves, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Ask around on film sets, the rumored rivalry between Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick has been circulating for years. People claim these two ultra-successful, high-profile actors have clashed more than once, fueled by creative differences, competing egos, or both. And while plenty of celebrities have big personalities, the friction here seems especially intense. Insiders whisper that Blake Lively demands a certain level of control. She's known for being opinionated, insisting that her vision be respected, even when she's not the top-billed decision-maker. Anna Kendrick, on the other hand, reportedly wields her influence more quietly, but no less forcefully. She's the type who will rewrite scenes, question directorial choices, and step into the editing suite if it suits her. When two strong forces collide, sparks fly. We've heard everything from minor scheduling spats, where each wanted priority time on set, to more dramatic showdowns over script revisions. Of course, none of these heated moments made it into official press releases. Hollywood would rather keep the glitz and glam in the public eye, relegating behind-the-scenes drama to quiet whispers. But Paul Feig's outburst may have unintentionally opened the door for fans to glimpse how precarious relationships on set can become.
What are you happy about? We know you are not happy. Anna Kendrick can't fake it. She's just like, listen, I know y'all want me to, but I can't with this woman.
A recurring point of confusion arises with Blake Lively claiming she's been so overwhelmed, she barely wants to leave her home, then appearing at red carpet galas looking radiant and unfazed. Publicly, she's insisting that damaging rumors have caused her immense distress. Privately, however, her actions tell a different story. Critics argue that if she truly felt endangered or too anxious to attend events, she wouldn't keep showcasing herself at these high-profile gatherings. There's also the issue of legal ramifications. When a star cites emotional or professional damage, it often leads to lawsuits or demands for settlements, especially if the alleged harm is significant. Yet if Blake is spotted actively working the scene, beaming in photos, and chatting comfortably with her entourage, it undercuts the notion that she's suffering major fallout. Lawyers on the other side might say her public persona doesn't match her claims of distress, potentially weakening her position in court. At the same time, many fans and industry insiders remain conflicted. Mental well-being can't always be judged by a single public appearance. Anxiety might ebb and flow, and celebrities often muster their best face in front of flashing cameras. Still, the contrast between Blake's stated fears and her joyful SNL cameo or South by Southwest red carpet, complete with outfit tweaks some dubbed a costume change, is stark enough to fuel suspicion.
She done made a little costume change. You may say that's no big deal, Melanie, but when you look at everyone else who's come for a premiere, because there's a lot of movies premiering there, no one else made a costume change.
In a bizarre twist, Melanie King, along with others covering the saga, encountered community notes on social platforms, disputing her interpretation of events. One post criticized her take on Blake's outfit change, claiming it was merely someone removing a jacket. Another wave of trolls went much further, hurling personal insults and slurs in her comment sections. All this presumably for expressing skepticism about Blake's or Anna's behavior. Could it be passionate fans rushing to defend their idol? Possibly. Yet the sheer number of troll accounts and the coordinated timing lead some to suspect a bot-driven or PR-engineered campaign. When big money and reputations are on the line, studios and management often take extraordinary measures to maintain their stars' public image. Hiring outside firms, pushing biased narratives, and mass reporting negative content are just a few tactics rumored to be at play. What stands out is how few defenders Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick seem to have until they needed them most. One moment, no one was stepping up to stand behind either celebrity. The next, entire armadas of negative comments targeted voices challenging the official story. It leaves many wondering if the attempts to silence or shame critics are part of a carefully orchestrated damage control strategy.
Anna Kendrick keeping it simple. And it reminds me of It Ends With Us red carpet, where Blake Lively was wearing this sequin gown. This middle-aged woman loves sequin and glitter. Blake Lively didn't want her wearing it and upstaging her, so she made her wear black.
Blake Lively isn't the only figure raising eyebrows in this triangle. Anna Kendrick has her own set of complaints swirling around the rumor mill. Multiple crew members from past projects claim she's not the sweet, laid-back persona she appears to be in interviews. Instead, she reportedly fights for final say on everything, from lines of dialogue to camera angles. While no official statements confirm these stories, they've been consistent enough in hush-hush online circles to suggest there may be truth to them. That said, being detail-oriented or passionate about one's performance doesn't automatically make someone a nightmare. Many top-tier actors, among them, have strong opinions but maintain respectful relationships with cast and crew. The difference, critics say, is that Anna crosses the line into territory that disrupts production flow. Still, Anna hasn't faced the same public scrutiny as Blake, mostly because she hasn't made any extreme claims of emotional damage. The friction she causes on set tends to stay behind closed doors until others speak out in whispers. With Paul Feig stepping into the mix to defend Blake, some now wonder why he hasn't spoken up about Anna's rumored outbursts. Did he pick a side for strategic reasons, or is Anna's behavior less of a problem for him?
So you wrote out, let's just so people can, Blake and Anna, before they walked the red carpet at the South by premiere, I just reported on Blake being terrified to walk the carpet, and Anna is pissed and never wants to work with her again. I can confirm those are both true from my own sources too.
In Hollywood, perception is currency. When stars face negative press, entire teams scramble to spin the narrative. Public relations experts monitor social media, track trending topics, and craft official statements or carefully leak stories. Often the effort is to push fans and journalists toward a preferred version of events. While claims of meltdown scenes and tantrums might be real, they might also be exaggerated or suppressed, depending on who benefits from the story. Paul F's abrupt decision to publicly call out Melanie King suggests a possible PR angle. Perhaps it was meant to swiftly discredit any rumor that Blake Lively is struggling too much to attend events. Or maybe it was a spontaneous reaction, later seized upon by PR pros to flip the narrative. The real question is whether these behind-the-scenes maneuvers are actually increasing skepticism. After all, the more aggressively a rumor is denied, without providing concrete proof, the more people tend to believe there's truth lurking underneath. Studios have entire playbooks for controversies, quietly resolve conflicts, issue vague statements if needed, and bury anything damaging under more exciting news. Yet in the age of social media, it's never been harder to keep secrets hidden. One tweet, one offhand comment, or one contradictory photo can unravel months of carefully orchestrated spin. So what's really happening with Paul Feig, Melanie King, Blake Lively, and Anna Kendrick? The answer depends on who you ask. Critics see a carefully choreographed cover-up, with the director and celebrities teaming up to squash unflattering rumors. Others argue that the negativity swirling online is merely typical Hollywood gossip, blown out of proportion by clicks and sensationalism. Truth often lies somewhere in the middle. Celebrity feuds aren't unusual, especially when strong personalities and big reputations collide. PR teams exist precisely because controversy can sabotage careers, and entire fortunes are at stake in the entertainment industry. In this environment, you rarely get the unvarnished truth, but rather a curated narrative that aims to protect the biggest names. Still, something feels unique about this situation. Melanie King, an independent voice, called attention to inconsistencies in Blake Lively's public story, only to have a powerful Hollywood figure denounce her. Then, the gates opened for a swarm of negative comments, community notes, and swirling theories about who's behind it all. As for Anna Kendrick, she remains an enigma, rumored to be every bit as challenging as her co-star, yet mostly flying under the radar compared to Blake's very public meltdown claims. In the end, you have to decide for yourself which details ring true. Are these stars the victims of unfair internet gossip? Or are they orchestrating stories to manipulate public opinion? Whatever your conclusion, it's clear that the lines between fact and fiction have blurred in a way that keeps everyone guessing. Feel free to share this video with friends who enjoy dissecting Hollywood mysteries. Once again, hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell if you want more deep dives into controversies, scandals, and hidden stories behind the entertainment world. Until next time, keep questioning what you see on the surface, because in Tinseltown, things are rarely as they appear.